It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we're going to be taking a look at some Walker's Max Double Crunch XXL Chicken and Chorizo Double Crunch Crisps. 140 grams. Some of you have probably seen my cheese and onion flavour version of this, or cheddar and onion version of these, so I'll be very quick in what I'm about to say. These were on offer in Morrison's for £1 for 140 grams. There you go. On the same shelf, a little bit to the left, with these new Walker's Max Strong Fiery Peri Peri Extra Hot Crisps for the usual 150 grams. When you buy a bag of crisps of this size, you usually get 150 grams. If it's Doritos, it's 180 grams. But I remember Doritos when they were 250 grams bags of crisps. Then they went to 225, 200, 180. The reason I mention this is because you'd expected to pay the same amount of money. You can generally buy crisps in 2020 for £1 on offer. You'll find crisps in whatever supermarket you go to generally for £1. But I just feel kind of a little bit cheated by the weight, if I'm honest. Let's move on. They're a brand new packet of crisps that have been released by Walker's. Let's try them. There they are. Double Crunch Chicken and Chorizo. They're nice. They're nice. Massive crunch to them. The name Double Crunch is there for a reason. But as I mentioned with the cheese and onion flavour, they're nice, but I'm not jumping for joy, you know. I'm not kind of like, not that you would jump for joy for crisps, but sometimes you can put a crisp in your mouth and it's really satisfying. It's like, oh yeah, these are really good crisps. These are a bit average. They're a bit... They've used the word Max, Double Crunch, XXL, Chicken Chorizo. You know, they've really gone out, they've really pimped. It's like a 1990s Ford Fiesta with a massive spoiler on the back. And big pepper pot alloy wheels. I'm showing my age now. Some of you might remember the old Pepper Pot Fiesta XR2 wheels. Some of you may not, the alloy wheels. Some of you may be thinking, what on earth is a Pepper Pot alloy wheel? Have a look on the internet. It just feels like a pimped up Fiesta. It feels like they've really gone all out with the wording, the word Max, and they're not really Max anything. They're almost tomatoey. They're very close to being a tomato paprika style crisp. I haven't had a look at the ingredients. I will in a moment. But I can almost guarantee there's paprika, and quite a lot of it in these crisps. Let's have a look. Ooh. Yay! I was thinking then, oh no. Yeah, there's paprika in here, and that's the smoked paprika. You get a lot of paprika crisps in Europe. If you go to Lidl or Aldi, you'll often find big bags of paprika crisps. In fact, I've bought a 300-gram bag from Lidl. 300 grams. That's more than twice the weight of these crisps. Paprika crisps that taste just as good as this, and they've been £1.50. So if you want to think about price, if you're on some kind of budget, if you love paprika crisps, because effectively this is all these are. They've called them chicken and chorizo, but I bet you there's no chorizo, and I bet you there's no chicken. Chicken and chorizo seasoning. So there's no chicken and there's no chorizo in this in these crisps. There's a lot of garlic, onion powder, and then there's even more colour, which is paprika extract. So there's a double dosing of paprika in these crisps. So my apologies, walkers, if you've watched this video and I've completely burst your bubble, completely torn apart your product, but I suppose this is what I'm here to do. In the line of duty type of thing, you know, it's all of this experience with the food. I didn't really have any at all, but I use a lot of my beer knowledge. Amazingly, I can use beer knowledge and use it with crisps, so I can work out if a beer is going to be skunky or hoppy. And what I worked out from reviewing beer on YouTube for 10 years is that if large companies can get away with pulling the wool over people's eyes, they will. All day long they'll do that, and they'll rub their hands together with all their lovely profits and great, ha, we know we won, type of thing. But I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Yeah, I'm turning it into I'm turning my attention for the beer. I'm turning that attention to detail into the food reviews as well. I'm being able to pick out these flavours of lots of paprika, and they're just paprika crisps. That's all they are. Bump them up to 150 grams at least. That's what we're all used to in the UK. If you go to Europe, you go to supermarkets in Europe and you can buy sacks of crisps for 99 cents. It's just, we've got used to, by the big companies in the UK, we've got used to buying 150 grams worth of crisps. And I bet you, this is my next prediction, the Doritos I was talking about earlier, going from 250 grams down to 225, down to 200 grams, down to 180 grams, I bet you within the next 2 years, so by 2022, feels like the future, by 2022, I bet you that Doritos will be in 150 gram bags. Mark my words. These were okay. They were okay. They're a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers!